of a bitch. We're not live, are we? Oh. Well, shoot.
Oopsie.
Hold on.
Okay. Anyways,
Hold on.
she'll be back in a minute.
I found Hold on. Wait. This is the Facebook. Does this go where? How? Does
Twitch,
this? It
YouTube.
says Facebook.
Where?
Top right. Oh, we haven't connected it. We're good. Never mind. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the show. So glad to have you here. I hope you enjoyed my butt.
I don't remember seeing your butt.
I felt like my big juice-alicious thing was just hanging out.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding. My flat ish.
Welcome to the show, guys. We are your hosts for this evening, if you can call us that right now. But
Yeah.
We got to get started one way or another.
yeah, pretty much. Why not with a laugh? Because we're about to go into some spookiness anyway. So why not?
Yes. So as you come on, introduce yourself. Tell us your name, your age. And I'm just kidding. This is not a dating site, you guys. I'm really actually excited and nervous all at the same time. And I'm caffeine.
Was saying that, do not try it because we will block.
Yeah, but no, just kidding.
Yeah, we're not.
Nobody's single.
No. We're all happily with somebody.
And nobody's pregnant either, but we'll get to that later.
Oh my gosh.
And while we're on that topic, no pregnancy readings. No, do not ask me about your ex more than once, because after that, it's disrespectful. But anywho, so we're going to start it off. As you come in, like I said, just tell us where you're from. We want to hear it. This is the first time going live, and I'm oversharing. And so we're going to go into a ghost story.
Well, before we do, another thing is, even though we're called Spooky Talk, we will not talk about death with y'all. I am so sorry, no death readings.
No death readings.
Oh, yes.
Well, except unless it's like mediumship, and
that's different.
That's different.
I do not know when you're going to die. I don't want to know when you're going to die. And if I was going to tell you, it would change anyways. Sorry.
You're good.
Why do we keep losing?
We're not losing. I just, it's fine.
Okay. So we're going to do a spooky story?
Yes, we're going to do a spooky story.
So everybody get your popcorn and get your PGs.
I wanted to get popcorn, but I'm out. But it's not about me.
Gosh.
I bet our listeners, we do not want to hear ourselves munching.
It could be ASMR, you know. Be like,
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So, can you see the comments?
I cannot. Can anybody else?
I don't know. I'm on.
Oh, right here. They'll display, it says messages from audiences will display here.
Oh, hi. I'm glad you're here. Nice to see you.
I don't see them.
It says on the side, it says I'm here, and it has a little camera. But
why can't I see it?
I don't know.
Because it wants them to join, but I'm not sure.
Wait. What is that?
Hi.
I don't know what that is.
Ooh.
That was weird. Sorry. I was like curious, and then I was like, I don't. Okay. Well, anyways, so yeah, just go ahead and comment, and I'm glad you're here. Thanks for listening.
And if you want to join us, just let us know.
Oh, apparently, you guys go to my Facebook page because apparently it's broadcasting on there.
No.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
No.
Or
I mean, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Okay, I'm fine with it.
But apparently, there it is. Oh yeah, it's on mine.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if that's what this thing is that popped up.
Yeah, it's not on mine.
Okay, yeah, I had to check mine. So,
Well, the more audiences, I guess. I mean, it says Restream. It says messages will display here, but I didn't see when somebody joined.
If I
I don't
comment
I
on
don't
this, let's see.
see I don't see you live on your page.
I just shared it.
On whose page?
Let me refresh.
My
Because I
Facebook.
would
You
share
might
it. Yeah, I don't think I'm on your personal Facebook, hon. I'm
Well,
on
why
like
not?
because I didn't get that far yet.
I don't know.
It's
And it's not
okay.
in our group. If
No,
you want
I'm
to
not
join
in
the
the
group, we
group.
have Spook Talk with MM. We have daily posts on
Yes,
there.
on Facebook. If you guys
And
are on my
that's
Facebook, there's a whole list of links.
Maria, can you tag me maybe?
I don't see the live,
Which one
guys.
do you want me to tag?
You know what? I'm gonna look for us on YouTube.
I did that already.
difficulties.
It's on there. Okay, tell me if you get the tag.
Okay.
We're just here. We're gonna read a story as soon as we figure out what's going on.
Oh,
Okay. I am here. I am
I am
here.
here.
I see that you're here, but it doesn't have your name. Is this Chrissy?
I just put hello.
Yeah, I see yours. I have a feeling it's Chrissy, but I could be wrong.
I don't even know where that came
Maybe.
from.
Wait.
Twitch?
Okay, I don't have Twitch. Are you chatting in here? I feel like we're talking to a ghost at this point.
I
That would be so
know, it's really creepy.
Hey, you
I'm
know,
here.
a homegirl over here, Miss Raven's always like, let me tell you the creepiest stories.
Is this
Is
Dot?
this on? I am here. Yeah. Okay, it is her. I was
guess
I just had a feeling. I'm like, oh, you know what? I did tell her.
why can't she join then? Like, why won't it?
Well, she's not. She's just in the comments. We can't see her picture. Um,
I'm not
I'm not
Christy.
Christy.
I just got goosebumps.
Ah!
Oh,
I said Chrissy.
Chrissy.
Krissi.
Is this Chrissy?
Is this Chrissy?
Whoever's doing this is enjoying freaking us out, man.
I
Yeah, they're
know.
waiting too. They're like,
I swear, if this is my man's Mario.
this is not Christy.
Your man's Mario.
Yeah.
Let me go to the other
It says
page really fast.
it says that the content isn't available right now.
Who is it? Then what are they
On
talking to us
what?
on?
This is not Christy. Who is this? Okay.
Wait.
Okay. Let's just jump into it.
So,
Yeah, let's start reading. You can
wait.
start. I'll start texting
Where
while
did
all.
you say wasn't available?
I swear, if this is my kid.
Oh, it's Chrissy. Chrissy. I'm here. Let's read the story. She said.
Okay. I'm so confused.
I was
Okay.
so
It's our first time. It's our first time.
Okay.
Wait,
All
are
right.
we? Did you just say we were not going live right now?
We are live. We're live.
Okay.
We've been live this whole time.
Meet the group,
Oh.
guys. We're just like y'all.
She said, I know. Okay. All right. So tell us about the story.
So, this story is written by a friend of ours.
I kind of was
It
like,
is
oh my
called
God, what if it's him?
The Kit and Caboodle Lady.
Perfect. The Kit and the Capernaum Lady.
Yes. Okay, so The Kitten Caboodle Lady. The Kitten the Caboodle Lady, written by Ray Tice. When I graduated high school in 2008, I was kinda at a loss. And what to do with my life? I got a job at a local convenience store working the night shift. And for about 8 months, I really enjoyed it. My parents and friends were always concerned about me getting robbed or murdered, and rightfully so, but I never had an issue with anyone. About a year in, I experienced an encounter that made me change my life. It was a pleasantly cool late September evening, and about 02:35, which is 2:35 a.m. in civilian time. The door opens, and this skinny, frail figure of a young woman comes in. I will never be able to forget her. If it wasn't for the way she was acting, she honestly would have been kind of cute. She had a collarbone waterfall of brown hair, tan skin, and an attractive figure, and was wearing a tight-fitting dark gray tank top. I'd say she was in her late 20s or early 30s, but it was her eyes that really captivated me, and not in a good way. This woman had this blank and distant stare, and it was like she was an expressionless shell, moving purely on a robotic instinct. She didn't say hi, howdy, or what's up, doc, or anything, even after I greeted her from just 4 feet away. Honestly, I just assumed she was high or something. She moved past the front counter towards a little household supply aisle we had. She picked up a little bag of cat food and turned back towards me, staring me straight in the eyes so intently that I thought she was about to pull a gun and shoot me. What she did was honestly much worse, though. She got to the front counter, never breaking her silence or gaze. Even after I tried talking with her, she reached into her pocket, pulled out a $5 bill and like 3 quarters. With tax, it was still a little short of the price, but I'd take $1 out of my wallet and stick it in the cash register later. She was starting to creep me out. After I took the money and rang her up, she didn't move. She just stood there, staring at me, without even blinking. I tried speaking to her again, but this time she brought the cat food up and opened it with the littlest ease I've seen a package of pet food get opened ever. By this time, I'm just standing in silence, trying to figure out what the heck she was doing. Her gaze is unflinching. She reached into the bag and pulled out a big handful of cat food, staring at me as blank and expressionless as the very second she entered the store. She shoved the whole handful of pet food into her mouth and started crunching away. Bits and pieces of the cat food dropped from her lips and onto the floor. I wanted to say something, but I was just too flabbergasted to even get my voice out of my throat. Finally, after a couple of minutes chewing on her cat food, the woman just turned and walked out of the store, holding on to the bag of pet food. My boss pulled up the camera footage of the incident the following morning before we clocked out. He said he had seen this woman before, but only once in his 5 years of employment there. He told me, and I kind of think it was a lie, that she was a crazy woman who lived in an old mausoleum in the city cemetery. He said the cops knew about her, and as part of their initial nightly patrols, would go check on her to make sure she wasn't dead. That was the night that made me decide to go to trade school. I never want to work at a gas station again. Every so often, she still appears in my nightmares, just standing there, staring at me with deep, blank eyes, crunching on a handful of cat food. Nope, never want to meet her again.
That was creepy.
That was creepy. That was creepy. That's like meaning a complete. Yeah, that was creepy. Because yeah, no, no, thank you. No, crunch,
Crunch, crunch.
crunch. That's why somebody
Dang.
gets rude. Well,
I think I missed the part where she was crunching on.
She was crunching on cat food.
Ooh, gross.
That
yeah,
was that would be disturbing.
that would
But
be.
that was
That's like
definitely a creepy
a
story.
mile right there. That was.
That's
I
creepy.
like it.
Oh yeah, he has some more, and we're gonna
Podcast.
be reading them on the podcast.
Oh
So
yes.
Ever heard of the story of the viral spirit?
Was that with his stories as well?
No, that just popped up on the chat.
I heard of a
Ever heard?
couple rival spirit stories. So, which
Is this one of
one?
those chain mail things where you open up that email and they say if you don't reply, yeah, is it by Maria? Because if it's not by me, because I'd be rebuking that. I already light my sage. Don't even play with me.
I already got.
It is
already got
Maria,
my thing.
okay?
Oh,
It's
wait.
normally her.
It is her. I seen it right when we came on, and I was like, "Oh, look at that!" And I was like, "Oh, mind my
It's not me
business."
nothing.
I think we have an idea of who it is.
Uh-huh.
I did send out a couple of lives links just now, but
I think I know
yeah.
who
So
it is already.
apparently, like Bay City does have a lot of places, but we're not even supposed to share that.
Well, too late now.
Too late now. But
It's
yeah, so it doesn't like there was the first place that I had seen was like that one place in town next to like the Mexican restaurant. It's two Victorian houses, and
Oh, yeah.
apparently people had been amputated in that house. So there'd be like a whole bunch of
amputated
amputated.
or deputy.
Yeah, no,
Or
they would be
mutilated.
The doctor would amputate all their legs.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah, like that sage girl.
Shut your mouth.
different ways. So
I almost
we have
said what I always say.
different stories. But you do know most ghost stories have truth behind them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, without the truth, the ghost story is just a story. What makes it hit home is when something tragic happens and it makes the ghost story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what hits home to most of us.
Or just having like unfinished business.
That
You
too.
know, that's a huge thing.
But you still have a story then to tell.
Yeah.
Every good ghost story has a great romantic part to it. Some.
Yes.
Some. We all know better at this point, but
So we got 2 on YouTube and
Yes.
1 on Twitch.
Yep. There's a newer house, 2 stories near an old rundown place on the west side of town.
I know who this is.
Yeah, I kind of was like, wait a minute. As soon as I seen Bay City, I was like, no.
And then the newer house, 2 stories near an old down run place on the side of town. Yeah. I know who it is.
See, I don't know where the rundown is. I'm new. Okay, I don't even know. Like, I just know what I see.
Okay.
There's
When was your house built? Newer.
My house is newer and fancier, but
Yes,
that
but
doesn't mean jack squat.
Near an
My
old
house-
rundown place.
I was the first person to move in my house.
I knew it. It's the author. I told you.
Yay.
I was the first person to move in my house, but my land was on it.
That's what I think's going on in this house.
That's what I said
Or
about hers.
I thought maybe it was like the tarot cards bringing them in, but like we've had
No.
some crazy stuff. Like
I think it's the land.
my man's, he'd be like having these
Now,
nightmares. No, but he was having some crazy dreams last night, and then he was like this morning. He's like, I just want to sleep with the dog. It was
what's
cute.
the dog gonna do?
Well, apparently nothing, because you know that dog is. She's scaredy cat. Y'all thought I was a scaredy cat.
Ladies,
Okay.
let me go grab one more sage. I'll be right back.
Here, I'm saging for you.
That's not going to help me all the way over here.
I'm going
You can
to
help.
Thanks for letting us read your story.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah, send all of them.
Yes,
I'll be
definitely.
pulling more to read on the podcast.
Yes.
Let me go grab that quick, guys. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, sir.
Don't say I'll be back.
Like, comment, and
I'll be
subscribe.
back.
Yeah.
That was so creepy. Raven! That girl, that face.
I got my candle that's sage in it, but I don't. Gonna go no. Mm-mm. The fire alarm will go off again.
Fire alarm.
I just lost my pendulum again.
Oh, jeez.
Found it.
I have both of mine. One is kind of like she's like, "Don't mess with me," and the other one's like, "Oh, I might be a trickster." I don't know.
You remember when you when you said you didn't want to be bossy and I said you were not bossy, you're just aggressively helpful? I have the whole picture.
Not bossy, just a great. Yeah. So my dude, he was like, "Oh, great. What's next? Our address?" Just kidding.
On the live?
Yeah, he just sent me a message.
Well, you know what? I didn't know it was going to pop up on my Facebook, and it did.
He said,
So-
just kidding. Plus, this is a live, so it's not going to stay like our
Yeah.
podcast does.
I already know you're a dude.
Oh, yeah? Well, I know you and your wife and your kids. I'm just kidding, but no, seriously. I feel like I'm one of those dudes that's like, I'm sorry, baby, come back.
Well, she's the scariest of all. Rude! Rude!
Shut your little whore mouth.
I was going to say that, and I was like, no, we're live. I can't say that.
I know. I was like, I can't swear.
Well, everybody, like, coming in the live, like, everybody's seen my butt, so it's safe to say.
That's true. She has different rights right now.
I didn't know butts were going to be shown.
See, what happened was I was minding my own business. My deck was like, this is the one. This is the Oracle cards we want. And I was like, well, where the hell are you? And it's like, I'm over here. And I'm like, well, where are you? And you're like, oh, we're live, bitch.
You gotta.
I just peed a little.
Telling everybody else secret.
I don't care. It is what it is.
This is the sad part. We're like this
lives are
80% of the time.
unhinged.
80% of the time, we are actually like this. What you see sometimes is us like mellowed down.
The podcast us is a totally different us.
That's
like
professional us.
That's Barbara. I'm gonna call her.
Oh, y'all want to see Barbara?
Is Blue Dress Barbara? No, we had a different name for her. What was it?
Well, I don't know, but the mannequin is Barbara. Stay right there.
Oh, we got to remind him to tell us of Mr. Snip Snips. I think I've heard about him, but I don't remember.
Mr. Snip Snips. That's what sounds like insanely creepy. We should have done that on the connection one.
Hey, do you have a story of the coal mining children in Pennsylvania, rural Pennsylvania? Do you have any research on that? They're called the Black-Eyed Kids.
Oh my God!
Golly, girl, you need to calm down.
Sorry.
I meant the coal miners.
But
it's a few different stories.
On the cryptozoology
in here.
I wasn't on that one, hon.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. The black.
Yeah, but this is the one in coal mines. In the coal mines, they have a big story with that. And where I come from originally, I can say that because I don't live there now. Berks County, Pennsylvania, is really steeped in the superstitious and the supernatural. So it's a lot of like German settlers and that. That story went around since I was a kid. Like little. Like we used to read ghost stories for fun around the campfire at night. But that story has been out. But I don't know like the real actual thing behind it. I would love to know that.
I want to do.
You're playing with fire over there.
I just see her with fire and I'm like, oh.
You're gonna pee yourself.
Well, mine likes the smell of sage, so I'm not gonna get in trouble.
I'll get in trouble. I'm a grown ass woman and I'm gonna get in trouble. He'll be like, he'll come, he won't even be in the house. And he'll get to like the driveway and he'll be like
There's a
where
disturbance in the force.
exactly he'll be like, "You son of a biscuit."
But we love you. You know who you are.
Mr. Snip Snips.
So, my favorite thing to tell him is that the eggs are no longer deviled. They've been saged.
Because she wanted to say, get it?
Oh, I finally see people on this side.
The first
Oh my
encounter with the
Yeah,
god.
black
that's
eyed
what
kids
that
started
one.
in Abilene. I know a friend of the journalist who first reported it.
Yes, I'm talking about the coal mine
Abilene
kids.
Abilene is just creepy all around. Like I used to live there for a very short time.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Appalachian between West Virginia, Virginia, and Pennsylvania. They all share a set of mountains. We also have Hawk Mountain there and Blue Mountain. But I'm talking about the story deep inside with coal mines. Remember, we used to send children down to test and do stuff in the coal mines back in the days. Before
How
we
rude
could
of
go
us.
into the coal mine, we would send a child or a bird, but most times children went down. Some children didn't come back. And
Oh
that's the
no.
children they say haunt it. And they say they do have black eyes, but that's the only part of that story with that black eyes. So I was wondering if anybody out there knew the actual story of the coal mines with the children. That's the
I
story I was looking at for. It's a little different. I see your comments too now.
Yeah, look, we can actually show the comments.
Yes.
uh,
And like the Blue
oh,
Mountains.
I'm in big trouble.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Oh no,
are. Like
you're in big trouble.
the
I
Hawk
can't
Mountain one. Oh, sorry.
no, it's okay.
No, it's about a hermit. So it's creepy.
Oh, okay. So I guess some are the ones that are watching from YouTube, we can show their comments. Oh, yep. And then David
Yep.
says, Raven, you'll
Yeah.
be right about the kids in the mines. And then we have a separate chat over here. I'm not sure how that
I
happened.
don't know where this one's coming from.
These are coming from actual like YouTube and
Oh.
like and these other ones are what they're known as private that nobody else can
Oh.
see but us and them. So we can
So
privately talk.
so tell us like this original story of the kids in the mines. Like tell us like where this all came from, because when I was
Okay.
telling this on the podcast, I didn't go that deep. I just knew that
Well, they're
there were
two different
stories.
stories.
Yeah, the
There's
one
one
from the
about the black
podcast
eyed
is different.
kids. It's different. The one I'm talking about is a set of little towns in the mountains. They were funded by coal and mining, pretty much. You might have heard of one of the towns, Centralia, but Pennsylvania. But these towns were funded by the coal mines. They used to send kids as young as, I don't even know, 9 or 10 down into the coal mines, I do believe, to work and test to make sure we could breathe down there when we go down. You heard the bird in the basket theory, right? They used to, it wasn't a
The
theory. They actually
canaries or
did.
whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
They used to lower it down if it died. When they brought it back up, they knew not to go down that day because the
Yep.
gases were very high. We also got to remember there's a dark side. They sent kids to work. And it wasn't only in the mines, it was also in the wheel houses of the Erie River, the locks, which that's a different story. But with this being done over and over again, it was a collective of kids, souls, still stuck in the mountains. So they say on a great moon night, you can go out there, make out and stuff, but you will see these kids roaming free. And you do not want to go up to them. They're soulless.
No,
They're
thank you.
children that
They're
were
like
taken way
gingers.
too early.
You know, my dumbass would have been like, excuse my language.
Yo, you want to go home with me?
I'd be like, oh my
For
god, are
real.
you okay? Do you need a muffin?
We have a new subscriber on YouTube.
Yay. And then the other one, not to get different, but it's through the Blue Hawk Mountain, Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
the Blue Mountains. Like I was saying, it was a hermit that one day he was like famous around town. Like everybody knew this hermit. And then one day he just wasn't. Here, a group of guys went, beat him to death or unalived him and
Rude.
took what he had. And then they say to this day his spirit can still be seen on Hawk Mountain. So it wasn't
Wow.
Oh yeah,
like
no.
it was back then, like it is now. It wasn't. It was horrible, guys. Like
They were
kids would get
terribly
crushed
mistreated. Yeah.
in the wheelhouse and they would just be cleaned up and another child would take its place.
Yep.
We have to remember different times.
Mhm.
We can't judge what we do not understand.
But
But
the
I
truth,
come from some freaky like story places, like, and then of course New Orleans. But I I love it.
yeah.
It's like,
Um,
but these stories, like I said, they always have rooted in truth. Most of them. I
Yes.
think it's our way to understand it a little is to make a story sometimes up or
well,
understand the supernatural. Some of us
I
just
do
can't.
know not to answer the door. I do know even like without the black-eyed kids, I know not if I hear someone say my name, I know not to answer it. I just rebuke it, but that's just me. I do know if I hear knocking and no, I can clearly see out the window, or I just know nobody's there, I'm not going to answer it because you're just letting that spirit walk into your house freely. Um, so if I saw a black-eyed child, I'd be like, "Be gone, thought," but and then probably run home and cry. But
Yeah, and especially if it knocks, was it 2 or 3?
I'm like all looking around my room, like, should I turn on the lights now?
If you
See,
knock
I
3
like the
times,
being off.
Especially the three
it's
times, it's a
demonic.
no, 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 no. Yeah,
It's demonic.
especially the three times. If you, I mean, but here's the weird thing about it too. Okay, so with the thing about if you hear your name and nobody's there, like sometimes, especially moms, you'll hear like mom, and
I
then
hear
your
that
kid,
a lot.
right? So
Yeah.
that's also something like just to not don't get involved with it, just like rebuke it or however you deal with it. But but also at the same time, this is what's so funny about it. Did you know, fun fact, if you whisper someone's name, like if you're thinking about somebody and you whisper their name, like say you're washing dishes and you whisper their name,
Uh huh.
you can grab that person's attention and they'll call you. So, not always, but most of the time. But also, if I hear the voice of someone I know, I'm still not going to answer. I'll be like, you know where the phone is. You
Mhm.
know, it is 2024.
Yep. We don't have to manifest no more. Sorry.
Not
Dial me up. I will definitely answer that call, but
Mhm.
I'm not going to answer the
Exactly.
call of the spirit.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. That's just not me.
But seriously though, like, can you imagine like just driving down the street and then some kid is like, "I
It's
lost
like
my
that.
locket. Can you help me?" And I'm like, "Bitch, we
It's
should
like
have
that
never stopped."
story on the railroad tracks of getting
Oh,
pushed up the hill by the kids, and the
oh,
handprints are
that's
on the trunk.
So
San
you know that
Antonio.
story is in like no, see, but it's more than one place in Texas. Jacob's Bridge, that's in more one places. Like they're all over the U.S. and they all seem to have the same story. So I'm kind of like, okay, well, which bridge was it? You know?
I watched a documentary on San Antonio.
Yes. The 70 Bodies, I just literally just watched a documentary on, but I'm still not grasping it enough to write about it yet because
Yeah.
that's going to be actually be in my New Orleans book because I'm actually doing the lower state book right now.
Hmm.
But I still didn't grasp that story enough for a history of it to write about it yet. The one he's taught, that
Oh,
the 70 bodies that were found.
yeah. It doesn't let me
Sorry,
share
I
his
keep forgetting they
comment.
don't. Yeah,
So it
and
says,
it
yeah,
is an interesting story from Texas.
yeah. It says it. Oh my god.
What?
God. Sorry. She scared the crap out of me.
Who?
Raven. I'm sorry. I'm just a little spooked. All
Why? Like it's
I see is your face come this close in the camera, and I'm like, ah!
I knew I was ugly, but come on now.
Rude. Mary.
Actually,
It's just
Great.
the way you did it.
I might be moving to Alabama because that's where my sons live. I'm not going to say where in Alabama, but that's pretty close to it.
Look, my
So
face
I'm
is
actually
so
hoping for
red.
that move
Yes, then you could be closer. And actually, David, he's in that same state too.
because right now I'm all the way up there.
Oh yeah. So I.
We
This
have
is totally
haunted grave.
different subject.
Okay,
What?
I was like, we have graveyard haunted graveyards here in Texas,
And
and we have some with kids. And actually, where we used to live in Cove, they had one there as well.
And I just got back from a tour in Indiana, as some of the old sites, I have them on TikTok right now. I just had some
yeah.
beautiful tours of 18th century graveyards.
You guys, I want to do a ghost investigation.
Florence.
She's not single. I'm just kidding. But
I
no, but
know.
I'm
We
serious. That came
but
out wrong.
we just got back from Indiana doing a gravesite tour. You remember I think I told
Yeah.
y'all where I found a cross with three. I'm still kind of bewildered because I found a thing of Jameson alcohol, a cross
Mhm.
with um how can I explain it? Nails through it. I know that means the Trinity, guys, so don't come for me. But behind it, it was vines. The picture's there to prove it. I
Mhm.
recorded everything I found that day. And I still to this day get creeped out thinking about it because you had to feel the heaviness in that cemetery. You
Yeah.
really did.
Yeah.
Like it was bad. Some cemeteries I know people are like they ain't home. People didn't die there. I get that, but we also got to remember some people do unalive themselves over a loved one in a cemetery. Berks
Very
County is
true.
actually known for that, in the biggest cemetery that is in the middle of Reading, Pennsylvania, which I used to live right next to growing up. That's how I got into the spookiness. Is because
I
of
think
that
that's.
cemetery.
I think that's
So
cool. There's a
Sorry, guys.
mass
I'm trying to
burial. No, you're fine.
trying to
There's a
copy
mass.
this.
Oh yeah, I was like just thinking. I was like, oh, she probably wants the link.
Yep.
Um, so there's a mass burial of at least 100 Mexican soldiers in the same vicinity that has never been found.
What scares me is the mission with the 70 bodies in the first place. That's crap. Like that's like when they were all undocumented, weren't they? Like the bodies were. We don't know who they are yet, or do we now? With the 70
mm,
in the unmarked graves in Texas. I'm just asking. I don't
Oh
know.
I
no,
can't.
I was waiting for an answer, but I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, it's
They
yes.
were oh,
As you're coming in, say
hard
hello,
words.
become part of the conversation. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Caragua Mission Indians.
Fun
He said,
times.
yes, they were. I can't say those
Amigos.
words.
Miss
Yes, they
Amigos.
were Karanwaga. Hold on.
Karen.
Karen
I
Karen Kawa, Mission
Karen.
Indians. Fun times, Miss Amigas
Those.
got to go, unfortunately.
Good. Well, it was nice for you to drop by. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
for enlightening
you.
us too, because we would never thought of that stuff. So thank you.
Yes.
And
You.
Yes.
Florence in do you mean Florence, New York, may I ask you, or Florence, Florida? There's a difference, David. I'm just asking. You take it easy too. I see you see Florence, but is that New York or
Um,
Florida
Alabama.
or Florence, Alabama?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
yeah. That's pretty close to my yeah. When I lived there the first time, I lived in Gunnersville, Alabama.
Why'd you send the link to the group chat?
So I can copy.
yeah.
Oh, so you could copy.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
and put it on
I'm
my Facebook feed and stuff.
I was like, wait, didn't
sorry.
somebody else want that?
I make it all complicated because I want it
Alabama.
in the group, the page, but I don't want it on my
Yeah,
actual.
like I said, I might be moving back to Alabama, but my heart is still in New Orleans. But I think I want to be around my sons. So my older sons, to do that, I would have to move back to Alabama. So I think that's where I'm heading. And they have some good stories down there too. Some good creepy ghost stories.
Like,
Sorry, I'm messaging.
but yeah, as you come in, say hello, like, and subscribe. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I don't know if you can do that on Twitch, if that's really a thing.
Yes, on Twitch it is.
We'll do it on
Alan will
Twitch.
tell me all about it. We're on Twitch right now.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share, and remember, we do have a podcast every Tuesday and
Tuesdays and
Friday.
Fridays.
And that goes on Amazon, Spotify, so you ain't got no excuses.
You can even listen to them on. You can even listen to them on YouTube. So
Yeah. Yeah, because once they come out on YouTube.
y'all,
Yeah, I do a lot of research with the ghost stuff before I write a book, and I do take different opinions from different people. But at the end of the day, I still like facts over anything else when it comes to the backstory of my ghost story.
I like to like match them up, like I like to see what I see and then do the research and be like, aha, I was right.
Yeah, it's a ha ha moment that gets
That
to us.
aha. I'm still
uh,
waiting for Maria's aha moment every time we get on a live. I'm
We
like,
are still doing the conspiracy theories. That will be out next Tuesday on our
and
yes.
podcast.
if
We
we get
recorded
enough
that today.
people to send us and talk about theirs, we might do some more episodes. Who knows?
Yes, because that was a
Oh
fun
yeah.
episode.
I really
Well, I
like to
love it.
talk. I really like to talk about it. Talk about that
And
today.
we
I'm
we
so
get
excited.
And like I said, we all have our niche here. That's why we get along so good. We
yeah,
got
so
we all have our
so
niche.
mhm. So Raven and I used to do readings together back in the day, and that was a lot of fun. And now we got Miss Maria, who I do readings with now, I guess, kind
I'm
of.
learning.
I'm like, I was pretty dang good, but then I'm just a little rusty. But I'm coming back. But I'm learning a lot as I go again.
Yeah, I'm rusty. It's been like 2 years since I really read.
Yeah, but you came on and you were like so good. I was really impressed. I was like, oh, I'm not that good.
But
We're lucky if I
20
can
some
read the
years.
words on
But
the
you got to
card.
remember, 20 some years
Yeah,
I
comes with time. And
I'm
I'm
less
still
than a year.
learning.
there's some that I'm like, okay, I know this one, easy peasy.
You want to know what my husband got me that was really helpful? Hold on, let me see if it's over here.
It takes, like we always say, every day we learn something new. The day we stop learning, and this is the day we go into the ground.
Hmm.
So
So, and we also brought our tarot cards and oracle cards. So if you want one card where
just let
we'll
us
get
know.
on that and we will feed off that. Don't play.
Yeah, we
Oh,
we love doing tarot.
You
We
got
love
to
doing
sit.
oh,
spooky
oh, here it is.
Let's
conspiracies. We got
let
it
us
all.
get let's get down to your secret.
Tarot Believers coloring book.
Is it tarot or tarot?
I say tarot,
I never
but
thought about doing that.
it's got the meanings and it's got the picture you can color.
Nice.
Why did I think about doing
I
that?
know. I was like,
Seriously, like I'm
My
like,
husband got this for me
uh,
for Christmas. It came in a pack with 2 other ones.
now she can memorize them as she colors.
Yes,
well, I
that's
got to
really
That's
think
a
cute.
good
about that.
idea.
I do have a spell binding journal
And
on
then
Amazon, but
Ooh.
not that.
uh
I got to think about that.
So you have
coloring
a
for
fair
modern magic.
I like
nice.
that.
So you have a fairy one, and I'm like, I gotta
Yes.
buy that one now.
I have a bunch of, all you gotta do is look for my real, like, my Raven is my, pretty much my middle name. So you just gotta look for my real name to find my books. And it's
When
not hard to find out.
yeah.
No.
I'm not gonna tell y'all, but little scavenger hunt. Sorry.
You
It's
can
two
Phone a
have
separate
friend.
things.
fun.
Phone a
So
friend.
Find a friend. Phone it. It's not hard to find out.
Yes.
no.
I never hid my identity. Raven is like my name.
So when y'all do your readings that aren't for one person, or you just pull them and you post them, what do you think about when, like, what is the intention you're setting for yourself? Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
I'm
Yes.
setting my intention is I have a feeling somebody out there at that moment, that time, that very minute needs to hear what I'm about to say because that
Okay.
card jumped out at me. It wasn't meant for me. It was meant for
Okay.
somebody maybe close to me or somebody that needed it for that day. And
Yes.
sometimes people are at the edge and we don't realize it in life. And my intention is always bring somebody back off that ledge.
Oh.
So basically, yeah, so when you're shuffling your cards and you're like, hey, I want to go ahead and post this one card read, you just shuffle and you just, breathe. And as you're breathing, you just say, okay, what's the message of the day? Does the viewers need to see? What do they need to hear?
Okay.
And
Well,
you're
these
not
two
for
cards just popped out.
I
Let's
don't.
see what they are.
Thousands of people can see mine, and it's that one person that matters to me.
exactly,
That one
exactly.
person that needed it, and this is why I don't do death readings no more.
Well, I don't think I've
I'm
ever
trying to
done
put it
death
out.
readings.
I used to.
Now, the one thing that I don't want to do no more is the like
Preg-
I like doing love readings. That's fine with me.
I don't like
It's
doing pregnancy.
I don't like doing that either. It's the consistently asking the same love question. If you have to ask me if your man is cheating,
You already know.
you already know. And
Your
I'm not trying to be
intuition,
rude. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm
Trust
just
your intuitions,
and that's gonna
people.
be coming out soon too on our podcast.
now if you're cheating
Intuitions.
on your man and you're asking, or if you're cheating on your other and you're asking me, is my person cheating? They're more than likely they're not, and it's
It's
because you're
you.
cheating and you're feeling guilty about it. Or in odd cases, you're both cheating on each other, and I don't.
We don't like that. We don't want that in our lives. Like, you got to remember, every time we do a reading, we're literally using our energy for y'all. So
Yeah,
I don't want my energy negative, and I definitely don't want my space in my house negative, if that makes any sense. That's
Oh
why we
yeah.
stopped doing them a couple years ago, because we kept getting the same questions over and over, and it was like, I'm here for
it's
a purpose.
exhausting. Yeah.
Okay. So
So if you're interested in like a card read, just comment below. Make sure you subscribe, and I'm gonna keep saying that until it
And if
hits.
not, if you
until
do
y'all
want to
do
talk
it.
about something, like you, David, if you have a conspiracy theory you want to throw out right now, throw it out. And
We
if
Yeah.
want to hear
we
it.
feel like talking about it, we definitely will read it. It's some
I'll
off,
dig into it right now.
So
but there
David,
is some stuff off limits for us.
Yeah, we won't
We
politics
talk
will let
about
you.
it.
politics is a no go. So you remember when I was showing you the voice clip from earlier?
Hmm.
That's David.
Oh,
Why'd you have to
So
cut
if you have a
it?
yeah.
conspiracy theory you want to throw at us,
Did one of my brother? I'm sorry, but the one that is doing the accusing is the one that is cheating.
we normally know that.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
normally know that during the reading. I hate to tell
yeah,
y'all, you can lie all you want, but it's the body movement, it's the questioning, and it's how you question us. It's
yeah.
like you're trying to make yourself feel better by creating the illusion they're doing it.
So I remember this
Or
girl. Like I used to do readings for it. I don't. You probably remember. I'm not going to say her name, but back
oh,
in the
is there
day,
it was a few of them.
um,
Sorry.
well, she was doing readings with us, and I'll explain that later. But anyways, it seemed like every time I was pulling cards and she was asking me these same questions over and over again, it was like she was kind of like, like hunched over, like, you know.
They
So you
don't
kind of
know.
like, so I was like, I'm pretty sure it's her, and I was right. It was her. Okay, so he said,
Um, I really am not comfortable with that one. I'm going to explain why quick. Brief story of my family. My great grandfather was William Huber, who sat on the Senate with JFK.
Oh yeah.
So my family was actually friends with the Kennedys all this time. I really don't do Kennedys. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I had
yeah.
my family's respect, even though I really don't talk to that family, that side too much anymore. I still respect my great grandfather enough not to really want to talk about that. But if y'all want to take it, you can.
I haven't done that. That's my daughter's thing. She really digs that one. Mine is the one I talked about on the podcast that I'm not gonna spoil.
No, don't
I
spoil
can't
that one.
spoil it.
Don't
But I'm
spoil it.
so excited.
We
What
worked so
other
hard.
David? What other one do you want to talk about other than
Yeah.
JFK, please? Because like we said, no politics. Because that does get deep into politics.
Oh
Let's be
yeah.
honest. But yeah,
So,
out of
uh,
respect, I can't.
do y'all want to talk about how aliens don't exist? I'm just kidding. I'm just
Well, you see, no,
see what had happened was
somebody,
Oh,
no,
you
somebody
guys,
shook the globe.
I almost I almost wiped out to like I almost unalive today. You want to know how?
Oh my gosh, as long as you're not impaled.
I'm not impaled. So,
Um,
like, there was like a,
I have a
huh?
few people asking where our lives are. They're not getting on
Uh,
to them. They can't.
Twitch.
Twitch
I
and
can,
YouTube.
yeah, I'll send you the links, and then I'll
Yes.
tell you how I
The
almost
link I
unalived.
sent you was for the YouTube.
Just follow. I'm gonna do a mass like layout. Just follow the links. That's all they have to do. They'll find us. Just
I'm
follow
really
the links.
I'm really glad we decided to do this today.
It's kind of nice because we get to sit back and be ourselves. And well, we're ourselves on the podcast too, but we're not too loose
Yeah,
lipped. We kind of like rein it in.
Oh,
gotta
yay! Chris is
rain.
here.
Yeah, they are.
So
Most are, but we
aliens
had
do
some fun
exist,
ones.
and most conspiracy theories are political in some way or form. Yes, the
Yeah,
one I talked about today was a little bit
it was.
political.
We dip our feet into it.
Yes,
We just don't jump into it full heartedly, knowing we're going to end up all on this
yes.
some different page. But
That's
yeah, we do
yeah.
Like
believe in
that one.
aliens over here. We never said we don't. We just like to joke about it
I
Well,
because
one
it's
of us
I
doesn't.
thoughts.
you will get that into the podcast.
I do to a point. I do believe there is another universe out there. I just don't know
Yeah.
if they want to mess with us.
I don't know if
I
we have
mean,
another universe,
we're not
but
that great sometimes of human beings. I'm sorry, we're
yeah, I mean you're not wrong.
not. Come
Um,
on.
I
But
think
I do believe
I think the unknown is what kind of
scares us,
freaks me out.
stops
Yeah.
out. You can't look at that beautiful sky and not think something else ain't out there. You cannot do that.
Well, yeah, but it's not scary things. You know.
What is so scary about just another life form?
Can you imagine if somebody's on a spaceship just watching you?
No. Okay,
Like,
now you're getting creepy.
okay, so let me
Oh,
tell you, let me tell you why. Like, I already just don't like that energy on me, right? So it was like almost 2 years ago now. I had a dream that I was off all my medication. I was like my body was cleansed, you know. But anyways, I was minding my business and I was sleeping and I when I woke I had this dream, sorry. I'm trying to get it out. Well, I don't can't remember. I wrote it down the most of it. I have to look, but basically I go outside. I was in my little apartment there, South Texas, not far from here. And I was in the dream. I walked outside and I saw my neighbors. I'm like, and there was something up in the sky. And I was like, what is that? I was like, that can't be an alien. And it was like this huge spaceship. I was like, what is that? You know, like a regular gray thing. And I was like, look at my neighbor. And she's like ignoring me. And I'm like, hello. So I go back inside. And next thing you know, I'm laying down and there's this big giant red spaceship took off the roof of my apartment and it's sitting right there and I feel this wind coming over me. Okay. And it's like the wind is so like it's like with my cheeks. Like I could feel all the wind flowing down through my cheeks. It was like and I woke up and I was like I'm never sleeping again. Truck and welcome.
Yeah, my husband,
I was gonna say, yeah.
he's up.
Oh,
I'm aware of that, but I'm in YouTube and the link isn't there.
oh, I sent it to your messenger.
No, I'm reading what somebody posted, not me.
No, though
Oh,
I was responding to her.
okay. I was
Um,
gonna say I already got that. You gave that to me.
tr- trucking video. Oh, wait, hold on.
That's
Okay, hold on. Let me figure this out. Okay, I'm the host, and then somebody else is the host. Yeah, three.
I'm a host.
we're all
Jan-
hosts. I think. No, I'm a guest.
January 6th and Hunter's laptop could be a conspiracy theories if you look at it. And also COVID virus. Don't get me started on the
No, no,
virus.
we're not doing this.
Don't. We're
We are
gonna be here
not
all
doing this
night.
on January 6th
I
either.
can
We are not
say
discussing this right now.
I can say if I'm going to talk to anybody about the corona and like the shots and any of that or like Jesus, I'm going to talk to David about it. Like I'm be like, let me tell you, or you do your research and you tell me. We're gonna be on the same page.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go into the COVID vaccination and what happened right after
What
for
you
me.
laughing at?
Not doing
You
it.
just gotta go to the bathroom.
Y'all are
We're
like,
on a
you know
live.
already.
Oh, my fault. My fault.
But
Go potty.
there's some good ones.
Wait.
I'm a mess. You're not a mess, dude. Don't call yourself a
What
mess.
do you?
No,
Do that.
you're a
Don't call
hot
your mess.
mess.
I was waiting for that. And you're not nobody's annoying. That's not true. You should see our typos. Oh,
You
I
should
had to
see
do
my
an
notes.
ad
Don't
4
even,
times.
don't even bring up the audacity. The audacity. If you are on TikTok, you know. If you know, you
If you
know.
know, you know.
You know.
I was just telling her too. I was telling her, I'm like, look, I was really mad about it at first. I was like gonna block her. I was gonna bite her. Like, I don't know. And then once I stepped back, I was like, it's just a comment. And I did like kind of mess it up. And I don't want to have to redo it. So just laugh about it.
Just laugh, let it roll off, and move on. Right?
The worst thing she could do is come back and call me up, you know, and I'd be like,
Oh,
who
she
you
don't want to do that.
calling? Who you calling a peanut butter biscuit? Oh no. I don't know.
Remember, what we talk about sometimes is very controversial on
Oh,
our.
yeah.
So we do get some. Yeah. But all love is all love, I guess. Even hate.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you have any conspiracy theories, we definitely want to hear them. We definitely want to hear your ghost stories. And please like and subscribe. Ooh,
Ooh, what's that?
what did you do, Maria?
Why we?
Oh, wow. Now
Everybody
you
can see
know.
it now.
Oh, she did the overlay.
Yeah,
Well,
everybody can
look at
now
that
read it.
fancy pants.
Yeah, yeah. So we're
Fancy
not the only ones reading it
Miss McGee over here. Hmm. Everybody's gonna be like, "Well, now I don't want to share my comment."
They just don't want to do anything. I gave them 3 things to talk about. They shot me down. Typical women. Typical
So,
women.
anyway, just kidding.
Oh, and we are doing the 1 tarot card reading. So if you're interested,
Peanut
like,
Peanut
butter.
butter biscuit, lol.
that should be on a T-shirt.
That
I'm
should
gonna
be.
make one.
There you
I'm gonna
go.
design one. So I didn't tell you, but I told Marie earlier. I was like, I'm gonna take everybody's most said things that they say during the podcast and put them on a T-shirt.
Tell
And
her
for
what.
her,
Wait, tell her what you were gonna
so
put
for
on mine.
Marie, I have 2 written down for her that she says all the time. I'm scared. That's for another day. And
Sometimes
I
it can be kind of
rebuke
creepy.
that.
I
I
rebuke
rebuke
that.
that. That is a big one. That is a big one. I need to.
And hers. You want to know what hers was for me?
What?
Hers was
You know?
Don't
Don't you know? That could be our prizes. Them T-shirts with
That's
the
what I
sayings.
was thinking. I just have to. I got to work on designing
With
something.
like our emblem and the
Uh-huh.
saying.
Yeah.
That would be cute. Especially I
I think
rebuke
it'd be
that.
awesome.
And don't you know now?
she'll be like, you know?
And you know,
And,
you.
I already know, daughter.
Daughter. Oh,
Daughter.
but you know what's
Coffee?
funny? Before all this, I kept telling her, I'm like, you want some coffee?
Coffee.
You need some water?
I'm
So-
not originally from New York.
But it shows
From
though
New
that
Jersey.
Jersey.
I'm
So-
from New Jersey, Berks County, Pennsylvania.
Anybody want a tarot reading from my daughter?
Daughter.
I'm sorry.
My gosh.
They're probably
So,
like,
you guys are like, they're probably thinking we're crazy, and they're like, why?
they're
Why?
gonna say, look up conspiracy. Oh,
No, David, that is what you're for.
yeah, not us. We already
Yeah.
do our own research.
Yeah.
You got to send us the story and the research, please.
I really
Yeah.
like the lives. It's a lot more chill than the
It is.
podcast.
And we can still, like I said, these still can get somehow recorded and thrown onto a podcast, or we can just record as we go.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now.
People from Jersey.
Jersey.
Hey, you know, I said
Oh,
near
he called you
Jersey.
out.
Near
He called
Jersey.
you out.
I'm near
so glad.
Jersey.
You know what? I'm glad my man's has not popped up on here.
Hold on, let me. Hey, dear mans, I need you to message
Oh,
your best friend.
my Brooklyn does not come out.
Uh,
Jersey, baby, Jersey. You know something? I love you, trucking video, but Jersey, not Brooklyn. I keep 10 years. You would think you would get it right. 10 years. It does come out. It does.
So
Well,
I'm hoping it doesn't. I don't absorb it because you know
You
how
seen it
I
earlier
I
today.
heard it's not even that. And then did you hear her like probably about 20 minutes ago? She had that Texas accent for a second. I can't remember what she said, but it was like, "I got my cookie." No wait,
I
what's
don't
the
even
next
have
word?
cookies.
Oh
I
yeah,
want
David.
cookies.
You gave us some. I meant for the we want to hear also from you personally on
And
our
welcome back.
pages. We want to
Yeah.
read what y'all have to say so we can actually
Read it out
construct
like a
it.
story. Read it like write out your story, and then what will happen is Miss Crazy Story Reader over here, like, will read it out, and then will give us chills all night. By the way, she is an author, and I did buy one book so far, and I'm only on the first chapter because whatever. And that's I muted myself. But yeah, like it was like so first of all, let me tell you, it was a short chapter and I'm gonna tell y'all about this story. Basically, homegirl was married, right? It was like way back yonder in the day, and she got married and she had all like these 20 kids, like or something. 3 kids. Was it 2 or 3 kids?
It was about 3 or
And
4.
so her man goes and leaves, right? Like he's just cheating on her.
And
Like
now who's absorbing the accents?
I'm just saying, like
No, she was a mistress. He stayed with his wife as he was boinking half the
Oh
town.
yeah. Oh
yes,
man, this card just flew
boinking.
out of here.
That's a fun word. So hold that card for a
Boinking.
second. Hold that card. Hold on. Let me tell you. So he's like boinking everybody in town. Well, one person in particular. So that wife is like, well, since I can't leave him, let me put these rocks and tie them to my children, and we're all gonna jump into the water.
What?
And it's not funny, but they sunk to the bottom. So the mom and the 3 kids, she drowned them. And then what made it worse? Tell them what happened after that.
Oh, okay. The land absorbed the murders, like totally. People were around that day picnicking, having family treatments as she threw her children in the canal, the lock. You know what? On the canal, the locks. As she threw
Boinking.
her children in, then she jumped in herself and took her baby with her. She was pregnant at the time too. So when the man came home, his family was laid out for him because back then they didn't call the cops and have CSI and everything. They laid out the family on the porch. So he had to identify each one of his kids and his wife. He then buried her in a family plot. When his mistress died, he buried her in the same plot.
He still got with the mistress. He got
Oh,
with the
within
mistress.
weeks.
And then when he died, they were all buried together. So, like, it's homie, the mistress, ex wife, like crazy ex wife. I'm just going to throw that out there. And the 3 kids. Like, what the heck? I don't know. We'll see what happens when I get to 2 chapter. I might give it away.
But David, the reason we're not going over your conspiracy
Oh, hold on.
Did she freeze?
right now is not about you. It's about we just taped a bot on your request. We're not doing, but if you do hit us up, we definitely do it for you and then put it on our actual podcast. We're not ignoring you. I swear to you. It's
Oh
just
no,
we
I
already
think
talked about
sometimes
some of that stuff.
I think it's coming off like he's mad, but he's not mad.
I don't think I was just explaining why we're not skipping over him. We're not doing it on purpose. We just don't want to ruin the podcast for people.
It's really
Yeah.
hard to keep my mouth shut, guys. Really,
Oh,
really
Go ahead.
hard.
okay. What
Oh,
card you
yeah.
get?
Sorry.
I was talking
What
about the
the-
podcast we did today. It's really hard not to
I
talk.
know
No, you
you
leave it
have
alone.
to.
I'm just like, that was so awesome.
It was so like
I could talk about it forever.
We could do a part 2.
we could. I
Just
mean,
on mine.
We
yeah,
could.
because
Okay.
I can't do any more on mine.
We also like subjects as too. So if you have an idea for a subject, we are putting them down in the books for half of September. So
We want to
Yeah,
know
those are
what you
helpful.
want to hear us
Yeah.
yap about.
What you want to hear
And
the research
don't
on?
be naughty.
Yeah, don't go there because we're not going to answer.
Yeah.
Plain and simple, we're going to ignore you. What did your card? What did you pull?
Yeah.
I pulled 10 of Wands.
Ooh,
Ooh. Didn't you
Ooh.
pull that the other day?
I
Yeah.
pull this card like every time.
I'm gonna do
So
something quick.
the 10 is like a good luck card, and then the wands is like you're putting in a lot of
Yeah.
effort, you're
And it
putting in a
says
lot of work,
you're-
and you're gonna reap the reward.
It
It's a
says you're
lot of-
almost there. You may
Yeah.
have unconsciously or consciously taken on extra responsibilities, but you know that the blood, sweat, and tears you put in are about to pay off. If you would have seen me yesterday,
Oh, y'all
Oh
don't
wait,
even
it does
know.
have a different reading, and I'm the writer deck, guys. Can
On
I
the
read the
right.
reading on my deck?
yeah,
Yes, go for it.
Okay, you are struggling now to shoulder your load and meet your many commitments and responsibilities. You may have taken on too many responsibilities and are carrying a heavy load. You're in the final stretch and are wondering if you have enough energy to make it past the goal line. Despite all of that, you really do have what it takes. So they kind of mean the same, but they kind of don't. It has
Yeah.
just a twing to it. Remember that.
Yeah.
Our decks are the same,
Was
but not.
that with it reversed, or was that
Yes.
with the
No.
right side?
mine was
That was right
normal.
No.
Right.
Yeah, the cup was half full, right?
Oh.
Like it wasn't upside down. It wasn't like
No, it wasn't upside
it was
down.
like
It
this.
was right side up.
Yeah, that's why I read
Mine
it
are
as.
beginner ones, by the way.
This
They're
is different.
really cool.
This
I
is just
I freaking
tells
love
you what
them.
it is.
Oh,
I like that.
but they also have the
What type of deck is it? Oracle, Rider,
Tarot.
or Tarot? What
Yeah.
type of tarot? It should look on your box.
Hold on. Ah!
Ow.
Son! Light!
Girl!
Death!
The light and the sound, girlfriend.
I can't. Help
I
it.
wonder if it's a Rider. But it could be a moon deck tarot.
Oh, you know what? I have the book on my tablet.
You know what I mean? They have different tarot decks.
So
Oh,
David said there are some from Disney. Raymond, I totally understand what you're saying because some people aren't into stuff like that, especially with today people. But I do totally understand why you can't do those.
Yeah. We are trying to limit the hate we get.
especially since we're new.
Yeah, like we're trying not to
I'm like,
unalive ourselves already.
I'm
Sorry.
like,
Cards are really cool for beginners.
I would like not to be another ghost story.
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I would be so sad. Y'all see me like the last Spotify, or
Yeah.
over here crying like a freaking baby.
I
So-
must have completely missed that because
I was,
I caught it.
I had like,
I don't.
I'm like,
Maybe it made me
I'll
so
be
uncomfortable.
right
I just blocked it out. Anyways,
so yeah.
I'm going to show you my tarot cards.
Oh yeah. Okay. So who was the author of it?
I don't know who the author was, but
Guys.
I really like these ones.
I'll be right back, but I'm gonna unplug you and so I can listen to what y'all saying still, okay?
Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna mute myself so y'all don't hear.
Okay. I'm trying to find the author.
Do you know about the Mandela effect?
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Have a
The
good night.
Raven's husband.
Yeah.
Stay out of trouble. No
And
hoochies, no drugs, no alcohol. Just sleep.
keeping it clean. Anyways, these ones I like because they have the right side up meaning, and then if you flip it, it has the wrong.
Oh yeah, you were showing me
And
those.
then it's got the symbols and it's got a little picture.
Nice.
But I like them. These are my favorites.
I went with my originals today. I was like kind of thinking maybe I should shelf them, but um, sorry.
What else?
Okay, so let me see. Sorry, I got a weird call. Okay.
You got a weird call?
Yeah. I can't see it on camera.
Oh.
Okay, so let's shake this up.
Yeah, you do one. You want to do one for me?
Sure.
If you want. You don't have to.
What do we get for Marie? Why am I singing? Shut up. She forgot to mute. Can we mute her? Oh, there she is.
She was
Okay.
muted.
Oh. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. All right.
Let's do this.
Let's do this, homie. Oh, it's number 2. I'm not even gonna let you pick.
Fine then. I didn't want to pick anyways. I always pick number 2.
It's always the card that you know who fears. But I'm like, it's not even that bad of a card. It's actually a really good card.
Okay, can you hear me now, you guys?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I had it on mute. I didn't
What
want
is
you
that
to hear
called?
me what I was saying to the kids.
It's the death card.
Oh.
Oh, that don't always mean.
Yeah, that doesn't always mean death.
It's actually a good card. Like, it's a major arcana. Just off the top of my head, it to me it kind of means it's a rebirth. You're getting rid of things that no longer serve you, and you're moving into things that will serve you. And it's like something that, like, I don't know. I keep saying new projects, but like none of the cards mean new projects. But it is kind of a new project. Like, I think I think like with the podcast and the lives, I think it's completely new and it's in foreign and it's a really good thing. I think it's a positive experience and I think that has a lot to do with like your tins and your death cards and stuff like that. But that's just my opinion. You know, you could take it however you want to see it. But to give you kind of a rundown of the card, let's see. It again, it's transitions, new beginnings, like I said, and it's just telling us that we need to accept what's in front of us and take that change.
Okay.
So simplify it.
Awesome. I like when you simplify it because my brain wanders away when.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, well, I'm like, I want to go off the top of my head. I'm like, okay, what does it mean? What do I remember it meaning? And then I'm like, okay, so let's get the meaning and then walk through it. Your hubby hub.
Yeah, he
Okay.
is texting me.
Oh,
He
okay.
has to get up early. He has a load that got to be delivered in Camden, New Jersey tomorrow
Oh.
in the morning, and he got to get in early and get out because he has an open load because we have a flatbed going
Yeah.
in. It's kind of like kind of wrong spot, wrong time type of deal.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I pulled a. Are you? Should I read mine?
Yes, go for it. Who's it for? The
I
audience?
don't know.
Oh,
I don't.
okay.
It fell out when I was shuffling earlier. I just set it on my computer, which I do a lot. I just if a card falls, I just let it go. It's a 7. Wait, no. It's the Eight of Wands. Sorry, I miscounted.
Eight of Wands.
Eight
Very
of
nice.
Wands.
These
Wow,
wands are liking us.
And it was
they
right.
are.
It was right side up.
It was right side up. So
So
it's basically saying symptom also like everything is to go, like you're good to go with some stuff. Whoever needs, if you're moving rapidly towards achieving your goals, you're gonna achieve it. No, I don't need the book for the rest. So it came back to me. See, I'm a little rusty too.
mhm,
It's gonna achieve your goals faster, but you got to watch the shortcuts we take in life too. Because if this would have landed with the swords, that wouldn't have been a good thing. But since it
Yeah.
landed by itself, I'm going to go with the good thing with it. It means you're rapidly going towards your goals, whoever it's for. But heed to warning too. Watch how fast you get to it and make sure it's something you actually really want. Like sometimes we think we want one thing and we don't need that one thing. So watch what we're achieving for, guys. Whoever this card is for. Heed warning too. Watch what you're going for. Okay?
yes.
So it does have a little dark side to it, but it's for the pretty much for the good side is basically you're going to achieve your goals. Just make sure them goals are something you actually want.
Yes. And so, like when you were doing like the reading and the group, that one came up with a lot of wands too. It seems like
It
everybody's
did.
everybody's working
Towards the
hard.
goal.
Yeah, it's and that's good because that's just like quick progression. You're like, okay, keep
Yes.
going, don't stop. You're almost there. You're almost there. You can lick it.
Push it. Push it.
You lift it, it's yours, right? Just kidding.
Huh?
That
Can
was
I ask
terrible.
you all a question?
Hmm.
What Disney conspiracy theories are out there? Because David put that. I'm still scratching my head on that one.
You I've heard of a few. I don't know them off the top of my head, but I got
I
Google.
stay away from Disney one just because I'm like, I'm a princess. Like,
Oh,
so I'm like anything that has negative effect. I'm like, nope.
I was just wondering because I read that. I'm like, because I did a lot of research on conspiracy theory the other night. I literally fell asleep to it with everything like spread all over my bed. I probably
it's
woke up
so
with
captivating,
papers.
isn't it?
It is. I think I felt like I literally woke up with stuff like this pasted to my face. But
Mm,
I haven't came across too many. I came across some Disney, but they were like dark. But
yeah.
most of mine are dark, so it's just me. I think I
Oh,
look for darkness, to be honest, in a
Hello,
story.
darkness, my old friend.
It
Yeah,
is. I love the dark. We rejuvenate in the dark. The dark don't always have to be scary.
yeah. Like just kind
I
of
like
focus
the
on the
dark.
moon.
I still sleep with the night light on because things go bump in the night. If that makes any sense to
Yeah.
y'all.
Did you
Yes.
guys know that they either are tearing down or they tore down Bobby Mackey's?
No, the bar?
Yeah, from the Ghost Adventures first episode.
Did
I
they
think it was their
really?
first. Yeah, I'm googling it right now.
So the Mandela effect too, though. Like I could talk about that one.
The Mandela
Let's
effect?
see.
The I
Yeah.
swear, like stuff back in the day is different than today type of stuff.
Yeah, like the tricks, like
Pains.
certain cereals, certain like
How there was so many states and all of a sudden we're missing two.
yeah. Well, I never heard of that, but I'm
Yeah,
sure.
it's like we're missing two now. It's like
My cat.
Which ones? Do you remember?
I didn't read too much into it because I was like, I don't remember that far back, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna just skip over this.
Yes.
So Bobby Mackey's is being tore down. The building is being tore down because it's outdated and over 100 years old.
I hope
And the
they don't
plumbing,
think
they're
that's
rebuilding.
yeah, I don't
They're
think that's gonna stop the
they're
spirits.
gonna rebuild a one-story bar on the same land as the original.
Yeah, they're still gonna have activity. I hate to tell them. It's soaked in that land.
Yeah.
That's my cat. If anybody sees it.
Oh.
Oh, I have
So.
another story from Berks County if you want to hear it quick.
Oh
It's
yeah.
up to y'all. Talk about taverns. There was a tavern in Berks County that was years and years ago, made like 1800s,
Mhm.
1700s when the settled first like settlement started there. I think it was 1800s, and
Yeah.
he started a bar. The owner of the bar kind of unalived people for money, for corpse selling
Yeah.
and stealing their stuff and reselling it. And they say to this day that bar is haunted.
Oh.
But talking about bars, and that was actually pretty common back in the day, is to unalive people for money in bars and steal their stuff.
Mhm. That's wrong.
It is, but it happened. But what were we gonna say?
Oh no. Oh, nothing. Oh, good. So, as you come in, like, say a comment, say hello, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Hey, if we can get all of these TikTok, if we can get this TikTok to 1,000,
We can go
I'm
live.
gonna, yeah, we can go live on TikTok, and I'm going to personally design and make like 3 shirts to give away or so for people that subscribe on TikTok.
Kitty.
Is that what it's called? Subscribe, follow.
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
so
follow, subscribe.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're right.
you're
So,
good.
what is the word um, for your spirit animal, but not your spirit, your
Oh, that's
cat?
my familiar.
Yeah, familiar.
Okay, so we got to get on this topic because, like, first of all, y'all got to explain this whole thing to me. I was Googling and I was like, I don't understand. Get that pencil out of my face. I'm going to come over there. I'm going to bite you.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Oh,
A
that's you?
familiar could be a pet, object, another person, or anything in your life that
Hmm.
holds connection to you in some sort of way. Your soul, your being, your whole person's in that person, or object, or pet. It's not always animals.
Yeah.
Is a
So,
familiar is your familiar. It's like the name. It means exactly what it sounds like. It's your familiar.
well,
It's
mine's
your
spicy.
connection. You're spicy.
so it
I
says
actually
like,
Mine is
don't have one.
spicy.
so it says like some common animals are cats, rats, dogs, ferrets, birds, frogs, toads, and
It's
hare.
even spiders, snakes,
Well,
anything you feel comfortable with, and you have a connection. You know how they say, you know how they say some dogs look like their owners?
yeah.
Get out
That's
of
their
my.
familiar. Like
Did
my
you
two
just?
cats act just like two of my kids, exactly like them,
Yeah.
familiars. That's
Yeah.
why I got them. They can heal you when you're sickness, you're sad. They can actually heal your soul if you hold them.
So I kind of been wanting, like, I know this is like kind of left field, but I kind of want a fish. Like, I kind of want like some zebra fish. I feel like they would heal my soul.
If
And
that's how you
I have a fish
feel,
tank in my garage.
that's how you feel.
bring that fish tank over, girl. Let's
I
go.
personally don't have a familiar. My kids do. I do
Yeah,
not.
I do not have one either.
Check the floor.
But maybe we should go on this journey together and
Find one
find one. I feel
because we're
like
lonely. Sometimes we need them.
I'm here for you, baby.
Is that your
Lonely,
way of telling me?
lonely at
No.
familiarsonly.com. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh my god,
Sorry.
that was so good. That was.
instead of farmers.com, I've been familiars.com.
Can you
familiarsonly.com.
imagine the confusion on a couple of them? Well, that was creepy. Who did that? Oh, Mally Wally.
No,
Oh,
that
was
was the
it?
other monster.
It
Listen
could
here,
be
Sir
a
Selena
conspiracy
Gomez.
in a way. Jimmy Hoffa, because we still don't know where
Just kidding.
his body is.
Oh
And he the
yeah.
one they say that is in the some people say he's in the river, some people say he's cemented somewhere, some people they don't know where his body is. Or did they finally find him? Did I miss that?
I don't think they ever found him.
So who you think did it? The government? Who
Oh, this
had
is
the
our
most to
president?
gain by his death?
Okay,
reminds
so
me of
Jimmy
Barney Rubble.
Hoffa was the president. I didn't know that. So if you don't know, now you know.
Wait,
He disappeared.
no, not a president. He was president of a like Teamster kind of thing of a
Yeah,
union.
sorry, International
National
Brotherhood of
Brotherhood of
Teamsters.
Teamsters.
Yeah. And he disappeared on July 30th, 1975. He is generally thought to have been murdered by the mafia and has been declared legally unalived in 1982. Hoffa's legacy and the circumstances of his disappearance continue to stir debate.
It does because they don't know where his body is. How can you prove murder if you can't find the body? Think
Mhm.
about that, guys. It's smart, but think about
Yeah,
that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He was big into the Teamsters. He was one of the originals, I do believe, in making the Teamsters, making the union. Or he was
yes.
big into it. I know that. But yeah, his body is gone. We don't know where it is. So how can we tell how he really passed? So until they find his body, and even now, it's been so
Oh,
long.
it's like the
So
conspiracy theory I was talking about earlier. You guys don't understand.
yes, yes, he was the president of the Teamsters.
Yeah. I just said that.
I do like me some Hoffa. I'm not gonna lie. And y'all say it's because how I sound. I'm hanging up. Go for
I don't.
it.
I don't
Do
know.
not stereotype me.
He was a
He was a
union
big
boss who
boss who's
screwed over the.
the
Oh, sorry.
mob.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I was reading into it. Killed. Well, we can't prove he was killed by the mob, guys. We got to remember that. The government had a reason too.
We don't
And a lot of
know.
companies had reasons to take care of him because he was bringing the union into their factories. They didn't want, so, I'm telling you right now, the union wasn't welcome in some of the factories. He pushed for it. So we also got to
Oh, what was
remember
the
that it
one?
wasn't just mob related. That is
Yeah.
one of the conspiracies. No, it goes beyond that. We got to remember that. And that's a good one. That really is. Because where's his body?
That is interesting.
Some
Now I
say
want to follow that
Disney.
one.
Somebody also said Disney.
I'm telling you, these conspiracy theories, you will get sucked in.
Yeah, you'll be like, "Oh, I know who did
I already
it."
got enough problems with sleeping.
Well, now you have something to do when you're not sleeping.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, she's right. Because I did get sucked in to a black hole last night. I was like, "What's next? How did this happen? Why did this happen?" You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hmm.
See, we do talk about some of them,
I'm
guys.
smelling
We're just not
cigarette
doing the
smoke
ones we're
now.
doing. Oh,
Oh,
that's
he's.
great. I'm like, that's great.
It's not. It's not that.
Is it heaviness or coldness around you, or do you feel something on the back of your neck?
Right here.
Right there.
It's the aha.
They're like smack. No, honestly. Yeah, you could have
Yeah.
something in the area right now.
Well, there was something in the back at the beginning.
Yeah, somebody pointed that out. Remember?
I knew that before he pointed out. I just want to say that, but I wasn't. We just came on. She had just shown my butt, and
I did not show anybody's butt on purpose.
I was
What?
like, I came on and then I paused. You remember when I
This
came
isn't
on?
the
And then I
channel
paused
for
for
that.
a second, and then I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I see it. And then I was like, oh, shut up.
We don't discuss the mob on this channel. We don't.
Oh, no.
But in all reality, we really don't know who did it. So
And
But
David is
now I want to look
also,
into it.
David actually does YouTube as well.
nice.
Yeah, so
So maybe one day he can pop over with us
yeah.
if
He's
he
more the
wants to.
gaming side, but I'm sure we can bring him on one day.
As
To
a guest, and we
yeah,
can do conspiracy theories on
Because we
live
have
one
a
day.
lot to talk about.
Yeah,
wah,
and
wah,
he
wah.
sounds like knowledgeable on it. So I would love to hear his side. You
And
know what
we
I
have
mean?
yeah, and then we have a podcast with on like what happens after you die. So we're gonna have a couple of
The
guests for that
the
one.
differences in what there's gonna be.
It's not difference but in belief
Wait
so
a
much
minute.
as it after happens after you die.
What? Yeah. Uh, heathenry is different than what I believe in.
Can I?
And
Am I going to do my actual life experience 2 years
Yeah,
ago?
if you would like to, go for it.
Marie is avoiding. She really doesn't want to do this one.
Which
I'm kind
one?
of avoiding it too a
This
little.
this
Which one?
different beliefs thing. You've tried to talk me out of it like 3 times.
Well, no, not talk you out of it. I was kind of like picking. I wanted to pick your brain about different ways to go about it.
That's
Like,
why I said just bring it up and set them free and see what happens.
yeah,
Because
but
one can get the
also,
other one to talk.
but as long as we're going with the flow and conversating, I mean, the questions are just like the interview thing. I like that because you can actually ask specific, like you can have the conversation, but then bring it back to a question.
But see,
And
if we do it that way, I feel like it's just gonna turn all scripty and bleh. And
no,
then because if we just be like, yeah, I believe in this, and the other one is like, yeah, but it depends on how you die, on where you go,
well, I
and
don't
then the
want to
other one's
debate. I don't want to debate on death and where you
no,
go, but
No, that
I think that's what I don't want that it to turn into that.
I, it, it's not. I don't think it's gonna turn into a debate on what happens. It's because one of them doesn't like. I don't know what he believes, but the other one I know a little bit because I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
but what's for me? I only got 3.5 minutes into it, so I can't really. It was just dark for me, so I can't really even
Yes.
speak about that. I only have 3.5 minutes on that side.
You know what though? Time doesn't exist.
I
But
know, but it was
see,
just
So
dark. It was like I went to sleep and I was no longer. So I haven't been on there in a while, but if I come in your channel, I want to my face hidden, but I'll let you ask me questions. I'll tell you a little about myself.
there
We
you
can
go.
figure that out. Yeah, most
Um,
definitely. We would never pressure.
and we can always like hide the camera and then
Especially, I can understand that because there's conspiracy theories too. Like, if,
it can
you
be
know
a
what I
little
mean?
intense.
It can be.
Um,
We wouldn't judge you for that.
nope.
We can always have you on here and have an icon as you.
yeah,
Yeah,
we don't even have
there's
We
an
don't need
option
your
to not
face.
even have a camera on.
Yes. You can have a little icon of whatever you choose. You can even change your name. They won't know it's you.
I don't know. I was kidding.
Rude.
Just kidding.
You know what I
How
mean? Like,
rude.
you don't even have to give his name.
Yeah.
No,
We can hide your identity.
you can be
Every
anonymous.
everybody has their government
Line.
name, and then we have our
Spiritual
pod,
names.
spiritual name, and then our podcast name.
Yeah.
I don't even have
Nobody
a
wants hate
spiritual
mail at
name.
their home.
I think mine is the Patiloma. It means warrior in Viking. Because yeah, I'm built. I'm built different. No,
I'm named Maria because your son calls me that.
Maria.
It just stuck.
So, but yeah, I mean, whenever, if you ever, when you're ready, to share your experience, I would, that'd be amazing. But I'm not gonna pressure you and do it. You do it when you're ready, and
Yeah, I
because
don't think I'm ready.
once you're ready, then you'll know, and it'll be a lot. It'll come out a lot better, and you know. So the 9,000 is from
Dragon
Dragon.
Ball. Yeah, I have sons. I can
Okay.
figure that. I have older sons. When I say that, my oldest is 23. And back in the day, we watched a lot of stuff together. Let's just say that. So I get
Mhm.
that Dragon Ball
So, speaking
reference.
of watching stuff with children, me and my son are watching One Piece. It is never ending.
No.
Come closer.
There is like a million episodes of One Piece.
My 9-year-old just started the Marvel. Like, I love comics, but he just started it. I'm like, I did this years ago, and now I got to redo
You're
it.
like, again?
And then I gotta explain it to him who these people are. Like he's like, da da da. I'm like, no, no, no. We're gonna go with old school. No, that's not who that is.
Yes.
Ew, not going there. And then Mortal Kombat is another one that had to explain who the characters were. I'm like, don't we do research anymore? You have a phone in your hand. Google. You know what I mean? Like, but that
Everybody
One
Google.
Piece does not end.
Does?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I don't even.
David,
We're
you
on
wanna
episode 300 and something.
what?
What?
We're on episode 300 and something out of 1,000,000. It feels like for One Piece,
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because
and I don't even know what's happening. I'm just there.
my 14-year-old has this thing about watching. I think it's called Meg. I don't know what it is, but it's creepy to me. And she's like, "It's so lovely." I'm like, "That's not lovely. It's not lovely." And it's that the anime meets like I don't know how to explain. It's like mag. I don't even know.
Manga.
Yeah, manga
There we
stuff.
go.
I'm like, what are you watching? I can't even get into it because I laugh. I'm like, the mouths don't match. I'm like,
Oh
mm-mm.
yeah. So what? My husband will watch anime, and as long as I'm just listening to it and not watching it, it's
Exactly.
hilarious. But if I'm watching it, I'm like, I don't understand what's happening.
That
I won't
one of-
watch. Yeah, I never seen.
So David, or where is he? Or
My
do
son
y'all
just went to a Comic-Con for
two
that stuff in
coin?
Alabama.
Oh,
What?
I was like 2 coins, Panda or David. Do y'all want a card reading?
Well, I'll be
I
surprised if 2 coins does.
Yeah, I don't think that's their thing. If you read what they're saying, I do believe
Yeah.
they're here for the other part,
Oh, the conspiracy theories.
creepiness and yeah, stuff like that.
Or to show us support.
Pretty
Or,
much because we're a new channel
Yeah.
or just our I don't even know quackiness. I don't know what you
We're
call it.
cute.
it's all personality over here, baby.
Not wrong.
Now that my butt is famous, because someone hit the live button
You know
I
earlier.
do
what?
have
I asked like
anime, by
6
the way.
times
Do rate
if
anime.
everybody was ready. And you said yes, you were ready. And then you just disappeared.
Yeah.
Huh?
Then when we look and your butt's up there, I'm like, and she's like,
Pretty
and then
much.
and then
And then
you're
she's
like,
just talking away. And I'm like, what's happening? I
I know.
don't even
I got
know.
so I know I got so quiet when I looked back at the screen. Y'all were like, oh, and I'm like, oh, are you live? And you're like,
That's
yeah.
because you were just talking and cussing and like, I was just like, oh my God.
Now it sounds like you when we start the podcast. You'll be like, hey, welcome to the channel. Son of a biscuit.
I have a recording of that I absolutely love. And I'm like, I need something to do with this because it's hilarious.
Or what was that one that we put on the TikTok? It was like, oh, O'Reilly's.
Yeah.
You're like auto parts.
Ugh,
Ugh.
no.
what am I watching?
No.
I have the TV on in the background. I look up and this. Oh, I know what it from Dust to Dawn's on,
Oh.
Oh,
and she's like dancing with the snake. When I looked up, I'm like,
what the heck?
I know. Oh, I said I do. With my books, I do anime coloring books and that.
Yes, she
I have
does.
some. I have horror themed and anime, and I actually do manga, whatever it is, women. Magma, because my daughter talked me to it. And I do
Manga.
cathedrals and dames, which is actually anime chicks in front of cathedrals.
Interesting. I was looking at them today. There were so many to pick from, and I was like, I can't make up my
72 of
mind.
them. 72 of them. I get bored.
I hate having so many options.
I get bored. I'm sorry.
I get it. I do. I get bored too.
But
That's why I have like 20,000 started projects and nothing finished.
Well,
I
you
gotta
getting
finish
better.
my second book, my actual books, not my villas, not my pocket FNs, not my color. Okay, yeah, I get what you mean. ADHD much?
Exactly. But one of these
You
days,
gotta
I'm
love
gonna
us.
write children's books.
I
That's
would
fun.
do
One of
it,
these days.
especially
I'm not
since
creative with
you have
words.
knowledge, but you have knowledge you can pass
Yeah.
along
Yes.
for children. So
What I want to do is normalize kids knowing their mothers are witches,
yeah, because I'm
or
sick of hiding
Oh
it.
yeah.
you know what I mean. I'm
Well, I
so
don't hide it no
tired.
more.
I don't either,
I got sick of the
but
norms.
like I want a book basically called "So What? Your Mom's a Witch." It's normal. It's fine.
I hid it for years upon years, especially the career I had before all of this. I had to hide it,
Hmm.
and I don't believe that was right.
You shouldn't have to hide it.
I had, well, I think y'all know, I kind of hide too with that.
Yeah, but nobody should have to hide it, is what I'm saying. Like
No, they shouldn't. It made me no different than everybody else. I still did my
that's what
job,
I'm saying.
but
I
I
think
gotta stop looking up because that's a whole
when
lot of boobs. I'm sorry, from dusk to dawn.
I was like, whose boobs are showing? And my first reaction was to look at mine.
Selma, whatever, Hayek in the bikini with Dancing with the Snake. It keeps flashing. Okay, it's hard not to.
Oh yeah, I got your. Let me see if I.
How can you not look at that? I don't care if you're gay, straight, whatever. You're gonna look.
Boobies are cool.
She's really beautiful. Okay,
Just saying.
just saying. You know what I mean? You look up and she's dancing with the snake all erotically. It's like, it's like, okay, I think my husband needs to come home. I think it's been too long.
If you're
He'll be
listening,
home.
yeah.
He'll be home this week.
Well, that's
He will
exciting.
be. Yeah, she was gorgeous, and it's hard to keep your eyes off of her when I'm trying to do this. I only have it on for late. I don't even know how my cable box turned on. It wasn't on earlier, and all of a sudden it just flashed on, and I haven't touched it because the remote's over there.
Ooh.
Yeah, but something when I watch, I'm gonna let it on. it's
So,
it's on flex right now.
Yeah, so he sent 10 dark theories about dead Disney characters.
10 dark theories about Disney characters.
I don't want to kill anybody off.
You're gonna still hear me. You will not see me, but you will still hear me. I
Okay.
promise. I'll be
This
right back
ain't the
on.
John Cena show. No, I'm just kidding. Get it? Get it?
You can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can still hear me. See,
Yeah.
we're good. I can do my little bad thing, and it's not
Oh.
drugs because I don't believe in them. So nobody think that.
No drugs here.
No drugs here. We're all straight, pretty
I don't have
laced
money
moms.
for that because I'm a nerd.
I don't have money for it either because I have hobbies.
Exactly. I have so many expensive
And
hobbies like podcasts.
one of my hobbies is D&D.
So, do you want to talk about hobbies? I got some hobbies. I can show you my hobbies. Not that anybody cares, but I'm so excited I can show you.
Do it.
Let me turn on the light. Okay, so hold on.
Alive!
I'll be right back. I gotta grab them.
Oh, where did I put that?
So hi,
I'm
everybody.
losing
It's just
everything.
me
I'm
left.
attached.
I
Everybody's
promised
leaving.
you. I'm still here. I just cannot be online.
They always just leave me. I'm always the last. I'm just kidding.
Plus, I'm going to check my blood sugar and that too. So I figure it's a good time to like pause video. Just saying.
All right, here comes Miss Hobbies over here. Oh, snap.
This is my hobby.
Herbalist, that's totally different.
Oh.
Me and my daughter practice that with the herbs.
Was
It's
somebody
totally
asking a
different.
question? Oh.
Yeah, drugs just we don't have time for that.
I don't have money of that for that because I have a very expensive hobby of Warhammer.
Oh, that's pretty. I'm sorry. Okay, we all nerds, I think, over here.
Yeah.
Now, speak for
That's beautiful.
yourself. I
You're
am
getting there. You're
You're
converting.
getting,
We're gonna
yeah.
convert you.
no.
Oh, when I get off, I'll show you my new knife set. I just got the dragons, the twin dragon knife set.
Ooh, that's pretty.
That is pretty.
Look, she's wearing assless chaps.
See, y'all cannot talk about me watching what's her name on TV. Look at that. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm saying the most craziest thing I watch is reality TV, and let's see, Xena Warrior Princess. Haven't watched that in a while, but
Um,
that's maybe I'll watch that tonight. That's what I need to watch.
I have a whole collection. These are my Warhammer armies. But yeah, it's a very expensive hobby.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
expensive.
Oh my
I
god, this
won't.
guy's.
I
Sorry.
won't say how many armies we have in this household.
Your household, and then my house, and it's not even mine.
Yours has three, I think. I think there's 3 at your house, and for my house we have Drukari, Aldari, Skaven. Oh, what was the other ones? I don't remember what the other one is that we just got, but we got Night Haunts, and we got Death Guard, and we got robots. We've got like 10 armies.
So if you're really into like D&D, Warhammer,
Yes,
a
a
comment.
Warhammer. They're doing a war. I don't know if it's a movie or a show, but it's an animated show on Amazon or a movie or something like that. And there's another Warhammer game coming out that both my husband and my son are super excited about.
My hobby is, I don't know what you would say, dragons and stuff,
Yeah.
but it's also this stuff. And it's like engraved. I don't think you can see the engravings, but it's dragons and stuff like
That's
that.
cool.
Ooh, fancy, fancy.
And
I
then
had a yeah.
and then
Go ahead.
here's the baby one.
Nice.
That's my hobby. I have like you should see them all around here, but they're all put away.
Yeah.
So my kids can't get them. But that's my hobby. Except my daughter, she owns her own. I hate to say it, my 14-year-old. She's into Greek mythology and stuff.
Mhm.
So she likes like stuff like that, and I don't mind her having them if she correctly puts them away.
Yeah, as long as they're
Put away.
yeah.
She also is an artist, so she does her own anime in that, and they're inspiration for her.
Oh yeah, that worked.
And everybody's like, "You let your daughter?" Yeah, I trust my daughter. She's 14, but she's in 12th grade studies. Like, why
Yeah,
wouldn't I? Like, she
exactly.
has shown me nothing but responsibility.
Yeah.
Oh, I sat on my cards.
Oh no,
Womp womp womp.
that's where your son gets it.
The womp womp womp.
Yeah,
No,
because
the womp womp. That comes from a game, and it has to do with my niece. She's the one that got him stuck on that.
because the other day or it was when Malin's Battle Cats account got stolen, and then we got it back. Before we got it back, Malin told him, and he goes wah wah, and I was like, ugh,
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
I was like,
He's
and
going
then
through
I
this.
had to explain it to Malin that it wasn't mean. It was just Okay, that message is that. Thanks for you, Marie. The comment.
Hey, Marie, I'll have to message you on this because I can't say it on YouTube because of who the person is. Oh, yeah. Oh, do tell.
Ooh. But um, so eventually we're gonna make this make a subject into a podcast, but I'm having trouble coming up with the research for it. Uh, things that originated in witchcraft that people do now that they swear isn't witchcraft, but it started there. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Bells on the
the
doors.
yeah,
That's one.
knock on wood.
Mhm.
When you make a mistake, throw salt over your shoulder.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like with the knock on wood, it's so weird because we always have said, like, okay, so
It's
and
good
so,
luck.
so knock on wood so it doesn't happen. But I feel like when I
It's
knock on wood,
opposite.
yeah, I feel
It
like that.
is. It was never meant for that. Back in the day when they knocked on trees and wood and stuff, is to
Mm-hmm.
keep demonic spirits away from them.
Oh, that
So
means
how does
that.
that correlate into good luck?
So
Like
this
it
is
got
gonna
lost
be
in the
that
translation.
knock on wood thing is gonna be in the superstitions episode.
Hmm.
I have notes.
I
Yeah.
love
Sorry, I
that
like to
part.
take notes.
I like that one. I do.
I'm
And the
so
only reason I
excited.
liked it because somebody sent it to me in a hateful message. Remember?
Oh.
I sent it to you guys.
So
Oh.
he sent me the conspiracy theory that the first one we talked about,
Uh-huh.
the one that you picked.
So
That,
me?
yeah, the one that you
My
picked.
favorite?
Yeah,
Sorry. I could go on for days
yeah. I
and
think
days.
I sent the link to my son, my oldest.
To read
Yeah.
about the
He was like, "Can you get me some shoes?" I'm like, "Here, join the live." He'd be like, "What are you doing?"
I am very passionate about that. Oh man, I want to talk about it, but I can't.
Yes, so, but we did talk about that. So
I
that
talk
was
about it a
hers was the
lot.
first, and then mine was the underwater UFO things, kind of, sort of, but that's not it. Yes and no. Can't tell you. It's a secret. And
You'll have to listen to
and
the
of course
podcast.
mine would
all the
be
way through.
creepy.
But she tells the thing is she tells these stories so good, and then you're up half the night thinking about what if this was me. But that's the whole point because if you do
That
it,
is.
you if you're a good storyteller, you know, like and Marie, yeah, is really good with like the tech stuff. Like she's really great with that, and she can really just hold us together and conversate. And then for me, I'm just the personality.
And before anybody asks, that was aspirin because I have to thin my blood
Oh,
because I have blood clotting.
Mom, no.
oh,
I have to do aspirin. Sorry. If I don't, we're gonna be in trouble,
yes.
and it's gonna be nitro involved. So
It's
aren't
Sebastian.
aren't you supposed to be at work till 11?
What time is it?
It's the same time here.
Oh, we're in the same time zone?
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one
Maybe he's
out of
on break.
y'all's time zone because
Yeah,
for
So
me
you're
it's
out. Yeah.
11:17.
so when my parents are at
So
home, they're in my time zone, but when they go 30 minutes down the road, they're in a different time zone.
Wait, what? Really?
and
Yes.
then my sons
It's
are an
weird.
hour behind me in Alabama.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wonder if my grandma's watching. Grandma, if you're watching, I love you, and I want some cookies.
Oh, me too. I'm feeling snacky.
World War II is my favorite part of the history. So I was
Ooh, my
Jewish.
husband's too. My husband's favorite. He does World
That's
War II
getting close to
reenactment.
yours.
I know.
I know it's so hard for you too. I
Ah,
see her.
I'm I'm trying so hard.
I can see in your face when I read that. I looked straight at you, and you're like,
Mm.
I'm like,
I'm, that's why my everybody has to tell me to fix my face. Like
but you
my
were like,
RBF is bad.
you wanted to say something, but you're like,
Mhm.
not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
She did,
Secret.
like right away. They're just gonna have to.
You know we're on Twitch too, Sabby.
So you just got to kind of go in and watch it on Tuesday. Next Tuesday, it
It's
posts.
Mm-hmm. I wish we could show it to you early, but you gotta wait and you gotta listen to it all the way through.
yeah, and you gotta like and share and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe.
And maybe you'll be the winner of one of our shirts or whatever.
We
Shirts
have a
or
couple contests
yeah,
going.
we have a couple.
Mhm. Yes.
Like, share, subscribe.
We're on TikTok, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Amazon Music. Speaking of
And
which,
Spotify. And we're
oh
on
yeah,
Spotify.
Spotify. I always forget Spotify. But if you talk to your Alexa, it
Mhm.
comes on.
Yes.
That's what mine did the other
Distract
day.
all night. I gotta put my cards down. They're just going everywhere.
I wish I had my other ones, but I don't. They are at
I
Marie's
gave a
house.
lot away. A lot of my cards I gave to people because I wasn't using them. Oh,
Get those anyways.
I
JP.
don't know what's happening. I don't
What is happening?
understand. I need you to explain these
We,
words.
we need more than one word.
Or 2 letters.
Yeah.
Help us out. Really,
Mhm.
every time I read a comment, I really just want to say his name because I really like saying his name.
Which one?
Sebastian.
and you know the last name, my husband's best friend is a coffin
What?
from New York. Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking he was gonna mute out his last name, but
Well, guess what?
it's all over.
it's here now.
But no, there's a lot of coffins. I know a lot, like a whole family of them up here.
Like, the dark side of me is like, I really like that last name.
I do, but they had a
He
hard
should
time
have
with it.
he should have my last name,
True.
but
And
he
there is a
doesn't want
lot
my
of
last
ones
name.
in
So it's,
Hollywood.
There are so many conspiracy theories that I love.
I'm gonna get off my arse instead of saying the actual word. So I'm gonna lean down for a little.
You're
well,
good.
we're actually going on 2 hours. Did y'all want to
They
then copy me?
copy me.
Oh, shush.
Oh,
Oh
gotcha.
yeah, Jeff and them.
Yeah,
Where I'm from Germany.
this is. Well, I don't know if I can say it, but
We don't.
So, my maiden name means death. It's great.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's different. You know what I mean?
Yep.
so do y'all? You know.
You know.
You
You
know.
know, don't you know?
Hey,
Do
we
y'all?
got 5 viewers again.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps going up.
So if y'all have a
Up, up,
question,
up.
just let us know. Make sure to like, subscribe.
If you want a
Reading.
yep, there we go. One word. I I seen a thing.
Just say it, mother.
Oh, oh, it's pronounced like stop, but it's spelled different. So it's like
It's
stop.
not. So it's not, and it wouldn't be. And he said German, so it wouldn't be arrête, which is French for stop.
No, it's stop,
Oh,
but it's spelled different.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
just say it, mother.
Does anybody else see that on Raven's camera? Do you?
Did
Do
you
you?
catch something?
Did
Did you
you
catch
see
it?
it or not?
I seen it, but I was minding my business.
Well, it's really it's right there again.
Wait, on the left or the right side?
It's on the opposite side. Yep, right there.
I'm
Aha,
leaning
moment.
away from it.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm laying away from it for
Yeah.
a reason.
The more we do these lives, like she's gonna be like, oh, "What was that?"
But at first
Yeah,
I thought it was just something, but I was like, no, it is something.
it is. And it smells really bad. So, in here. So that's why I'm leaning away.
Mm.
And that's also why I took some aspirin because my chest got heavy.
Homina, homina. Well, hopefully, just here. You want some sage?
I'll share.
We can light it for you.
I'll write it for you.
Remember the pictures I showed y'all?
Mm-hmm.
How clear that was?
Yeah. I think that's the only reason I seen it. Not because of the pictures, but because of how clear it was.
It
It
was
was
like all my
Oh,
security
oh, yeah,
cameras.
the elderly woman on your camera.
Yep. See right
Oh
through
man,
her,
I was
right
like,
over my granddaughter.
that
yeah.
was wild.
Because I have my granddaughter was in a bassinet, and the rest of us were in bed, and it was just me, my husband, my two other kids, and it was an older lady with glasses leaning like right there at the bassinet,
Mhm.
and it
was
was
crazy.
captured, and it was creepy. It like sent shivers, and then the next night I caught her in my kitchen on camera. So I was like, who is this, and what do they want? Like I still to this day don't know who it is.
I'm coming for the children. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I
Oh,
hope not.
stoop, stop. My two daughters' names, I'm not going to give it out, but they're very German names too, because of my ex. And yeah, I know. And everybody gets them different. Instead of using the S at the end of their names, they always use a Z, and it changes the whole name.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets so mad. She's like, "It's not that," because it's spelled. If you read it how it's spelled, it's right. And it's like, why would they mess it up? I'm like, I don't know. That's your
Well,
father. But I was just reading because he put it up there.
oh yeah. Let me see. Yeah.
Anyways, one of my
Well,
kids' electronic devices just hit the floor. I don't know which one it was, but I think he dropped it. Because there was an ugh afterwards.
so yes. So you definitely
Uh,
want to check out these like podcasts. Like they're on
yeah.
Spotify.
That's up to you.
Spotify, Amazon, YouTube,
I sound like a broken
TikTok.
record. Like I'm like, oh
Twitch.
yeah, by the way. Um
Like and subscribe, guys.
All right, guys. So we have been on here for quite a couple hours, so we're gonna wrap it up for the night. I hope y'all really enjoyed the podcast, and thank you for listening. Um, if you have any questions or concerns, send us a message, comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We love you, and
Yes.
we literally could not do any of this without y'all. So